Hello, this is Control Alt Ego. I'm the main developer. I'm going to do a playthrough. I'm not going to hang around. I mean, if you play it for the first time, you'll be playing it a lot slower than this, I should think. Um, I'll try to explain things, but I'll sort of explain as I go rather than read the stuff in the game, because I think it makes poor video presentation just reading stuff out. Yeah, that's about it really. Let's just hit that new game button. HUD assistance, I recommend that you switch them off, but that's the kind of gamer I am. I like these things off, but you can put them on if you wish. They just give hints and things. Can be useful if you get stuck. I'd say put them on, but hopefully you're not going to get stuck. Difficulty, I will play on moderate because that's what I would expect most people to try initially. And away we go. Dun, dun, dun. We're arriving at the God Dock, apparently. Right, you see, this is an example of where I'm not going to hang around. Basically, this cat will start to talk to you, and it explains to you how to do that, which I just did. You see, you can hear the cat speaking there. I'm just going to keep going. I know what to do, so I don't need to listen to the instructions. I'm hopping into God at this point, and you can see my emu is installing. Emu is Ego Mode Utility. It's basically your UI or your HUD. There's the tab module as well. A tab module is objectives, some information, and some sort of meta information. I will just stay here. I'm going to quit the cat. I don't want to listen to the cat. You can do that when you play. There you go. There's a parasite. Right. The whole first part of this game is about this chap here. You basically arrived in this weird God Dock. You're not really sure who you are. You don't have a body. You're just this floating ego thing. And you've got to work out what that is. What is that thing? And, well, you'll be guided to do that. In the demo, you don't get to discover much about it, to be honest. It's just to set it up for the main game. So then I'm going to get out of here. No, I'm not going to listen. But by the way, these cats, they also type stuff. So, you can skip them and then just read the text. A little shortcut there. Not that you need that. Right, yeah, I'm just waffling on. I've never recorded one of these things before, so I don't really know what to say a lot of the time. I've just opened a door back to a cat. I'm going to skip that straight away. And I have now found a bug. And there's a little reflection of me over there. Collect the battery. I'm going to stick a save in there, mainly because the plot actually wants you to do that. The save station in this game is part of the plot in a weird way, which gets made clearer later. Another cat. So these cats, this is Dr. Everyman. He's like a person, possibly he's human. You're not sure. I'm not even sure. I'm sure. Anyway, Dr. Everyman. He talks to you through these cats. Cat is Control Alt Terminal. I forgot to mention that earlier. So back to my bug. So basically, you've arrived. Dr. Everyman introduces himself, waffles on for a bit. I should sort of show that you can go back and you can investigate this room if you so wish. I'm not going to. Although I probably should get another battery because I'm just walking around too slowly here. Batteries in your HUD, bottom left, they affect your speed of movement, but they also affect how quickly you die when you're shot at. Although you don't know that at this stage. You do now. There's some stuff up there. I'm going to ignore that. There's some stuff there. I'm going to ignore that. Obviously, if you're playing for the first time, I recommend investigating all these things. So I'm apparently in the bug-free zone. My ego HUD bottom right has crept up by 0.1. And this cat explains all that. It also gives me one whole ego point. So I've now got 1.1 ego. And that cat also tells you that you need to control this door. That's what you've got to try and do. And you can see that I can't control it because it's got an ego cost of 5 and I've only got 1.1. So basically the whole point of this part of the game is to grow your ego until you've got enough to take over that door. And so you can have a look around you got this. I haven't really explained. There's ego mode. You know, you can switch into ego mode. The game teaches how to do all that. So I'm just going to do this. I've done it so many times, honestly. How many times have I done this now? I'm just going to whiz through it. And then you can see this one's red. It costs 1. That means I can take it over, hack it, override it, whatever you want to call it. I've got 6.3 ego. It costs 1, so I will spend 1 ego to take it over, so I can get through it. It's just a door. And there's a control switch. That one costs 2. There's a way to avoid taking it over, but I'm going to take it over. And I seem to have enabled that lift. La la la. We can take the lift up. How exciting. We powered up a lift and we went upstairs. Now let's just grab a bit of ego. I need 5, so I'm not going to grab any more than I need. I need 1 more. Where can I find 1 more? How about that one? And you don't need to take the lift back down because that would be annoying. I'll stick a save in just in case things go wrong, which they won't. La la la. Back to the bug. There's a computer here. Let's see what it's got to say. Access to the bug-free zone is verboten. Yep. Okay, so this red stuff, that's kind of a warning, isn't it? Red means danger. Let's see what danger it has to offer. Say no to bugs. You're in a bug, by the way. I haven't really explained that, have I? I'm in a bug. Yes, it's a kind of... There's different robots in the game, and you can control them. And I'm in one of them, and it's a bug. And the bug's most amazing ability is that it can move around. Dun, dun, dun. So, I mean, everything about this room surely is telling me to go through here. So I'll do that. Let's see what happens. He's not very happy. There's some stuff here. Ooh. I tell you, when you've seen this for the number of times I've seen it, it's no longer very exciting. But hopefully it's fun the first time. Right, so I mean, I'm not going to open it up, but there's information given to you at this point that you're not really dead. You're a disembodied ego. You live on. Your bug has been toasted, but you can play on, and that's kind of the whole point of the game, really. That you just transfer around from robot to robot. I'm now in a pup, which is another mobile robot. There's some interesting stuff through there. And the distinguishing thing about the pup is that it's knocked off, but it's got a disc. It's got a disc, although that doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, it's that you can get around sort of undercover as a pup. It's like if you've played the Hitman games. Oh yes, I should say that I'm trying to power up this cat's not online, so I'm trying to power it up. I happen to know that it's got a little boot switch there, so there we are. That's that powered up. Bosh. I'm not going to listen to that. It basically says you've lost your bug. You need to get it back. It's inside that chap. There it is. Look, it says contains bug 0. So to get it back, you need to control Mr. Bossman, but you can't control him because his sensor is offline because it's blocked. So you've got to find a way to unblock it. And so Dr. Everyman has told you, go this way, go this way, and find something useful to come back with later. And if you've got all the HUD assists on, it'll help you navigate through all this. So, you know, I'm skipping it. And you can save as you go along. I'm not going to. So let's see. I'm going to skip the cat. The problem here is you need to get your pup through this barrier, and there seems to be no apparent way of doing it until you figure out that you can control that. Pop up that. And I'm trying to control Dad with my 1.7 ego, and he needs 2, so I need to find a bit of ego. That's annoying, actually. That's not gone to plan. There we are, there's one there. And now I've got control of Dad. Dad can shoot. That's about it, really. So let's shoot ourselves, shoot the pup, and then you can print pup over the barricade. What fun. Away we go. Right, that was the prologue. Yeah, I'm going to stop there and cut to a different video. I've got to find out how bad that was before we proceed.